math lovers! This is Teacher Josie, excited to unravel the power of lines with you. In doing so, we will know what happens when a line crosses other lines. As a result, we will be familiar with the properties of parallel lines cut by a transversal. So, stick with me for another fun-filled lesson. I have here 3 roads. Let's construct these roads following the Puzurobi map. So, we now have this. Then, let's say this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, and angle 8. Let's recall the angles formed by parallel lines cut by a transversal. What pair of angles are angle 4 and angle 8? What pair of angles are angle 3 and angle 6? What pair of angles are angle 2 and angle 7? What pair of angles are angle 1 and angle 7? What pair of angles are angle 3 and angle 5? Now, let's measure the 8 angles. The measure of angle 1 is 140 degrees. The measure of angle 2 is 40 degrees. The measure of angle 3 is also 40 degrees. The measure of angle 4 is 140 degrees. The measure of angle 5 is also 140 degrees. The measure of angle 6 is 40 degrees. The measure of angle 7 is also 40 degrees. And the measure of angle 8 is 140 degrees. What do you observe of the angle pairs? Why do you think those angles have the same measurement or supplementary? It is because there is a relationship between those angles. Let's have angle 1 and angle 5. How are their measures related? You got it. Angle 1 and angle 5 are congruent. Again, what pair of angles are angle 1 and angle 5? Yes, they are corresponding angles. If angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles, then what can you conclude? Complete this statement. Very well said. That is corresponding angles postulate. What about angle 3 and angle 6? Is there a relationship between this pair of angles? Yes, the two angles are congruent. And what pair of angles are angle 3 and angle 6? They are alternate interior angles. Now, if angle 3 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles, then what can you conclude about alternate interior angles? Excellent! That is the alternate interior angles theorem. What about the relationship between angle 2 and angle 7? Correct. The two angles are also congruent. And what pair of angles are angle 2 and angle 7? Yes, they are alternate exterior angles. What then can you conclude about alternate exterior angles? Very good. That is the alternate exterior angles, children. Now, the measure of angle 4 is 140 degrees and the measure of angle 6 is 40 degrees. What can you say about the sum of their measures? You got it. It is 180 degrees. And the two angles are supplementary. And what pair of angles are angle 4 and angle 6? Correct. They are same side interior angles. Thus, what can you conclude about same side interior angles? Awesome! That is the same side interior angles, children. What about angle 1 and angle 7? What pair of angles are they? They are same side exterior angles. And as you can see in the figure, the sum of their measures is 180 degrees. They are also supplementary. What then can you conclude about same side exterior angles? Very well said. That is the same side exterior angles, children. My dear students, these are the properties of parallel lines cut by a transversal. Let's have the examples applying the properties of parallel lines cut by a transversal. Example 1.
If line G is parallel to line J, C is the transversal, and the measure of angle 1 is 55, find the measure of all the other angles in the figure. There are many angle pair relationships that you can use to obtain the measures of the different angles. Again, angle 1 is 55 degrees. The measure of angle 5 is 55 degrees, since angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. The measure of angle 3 is 55 degrees, since angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles. The measure of angle 7 is 55 degrees, since angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. The measure of angle 2 is 125 degrees, since angle 2 and angle 7 are same side exterior angles. The measure of angle 6 is 125 degrees, since angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. The measure of angle 4 is 125 degrees, since angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles. And the measure of angle 8 is 125 degrees, since angle 2 and angle 8 are alternate exterior angles.
Example 2.
Given line C is parallel to line D, transversal A, and if the measure of angle 1 is quantity 6x minus 46 degrees and the measure of angle 4 is quantity 5x minus 24 degrees, find the value of x, then solve for the measure of each angle below. To find the measure of angle 1, we must find first the value of x. We know that angle 1 and angle 4 are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent. Hence, their measures are equal. We can now formulate an equation. So we have the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 4. We substitute, So we have 6x minus 46 degrees equals 5x minus 24 degrees. We apply the addition property of equality. We add negative 5x to both sides of the equation. Then simplify. We have x minus 46 degrees equals negative 24 degrees. We apply addition property of equality. So we add 46 to both sides of the equation. Then simplify. So x is 22 degrees. Substitute x by its value in the equation. The measure of angle 1 is 6x minus 46 degrees. We have the measure of angle 1 is 86 degrees. Number 2, we are asked to find the measure of angle 4. The measure of angle 4 is 5x minus 24 degrees. We substitute the value of x, which is 22 degrees. So the measure of angle 4 is 86 degrees. Number 3, we are asked to find the measure of angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2 are alternate exterior angles. So the measure of angle 2 is also 86 degrees. And number 4, we are asked to find the measure of angle 3. Angle 3 and angle 4 are alternate interior angles. So the measure of angle 3 is also 86 degrees.
Let us now check your understanding about our lesson by answering this activity. Let's check. Number 1, angle A is 135 degrees. Number 2, x is 40 degrees. Awesome! You did a good job! Let us see if you already mastered the properties of parallel lines cut by a transversal. Directions determine the postulate or theorem that justifies the conclusion found in each balloon. Let's check. The answer is corresponding angles postulate. The answer is alternate interior angles theorem. The answer is alternate exterior angles theorem. The answer is same side interior angles theorem. The answer is same side exterior angles theorem. Nice work! Now, you are up for the next challenge of this lesson. Here is another activity that will let you apply what you have learned about properties of parallel lines cut by a transversal. And this is your take-home activity. The passage of time is unnoticed when you love what you are doing. I hate to say it, but it's bye-bye time. I hope your love in math will not end. Bye!